Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the January meeting of the Misericordia Family Association. I'm Pam Caprero, and this is my husband, Jim Caprero, and we're co-chairs of the MFA.
You will notice that on the right-hand side of your screen, there is a chat box, or if you're on your phone, it's probably below the screen. Please let us know you're here. Type in your name and the names of those that are viewing this meeting with you. Also, if you have a question or a comment, type it in there, and we and Misericordia will try to get back to you with answers sometime within the next week.
We'd like to begin this meeting with a prayer by Father Jack. Father Jack?
Loving God, we come before you in this new year, praying that you will bless all of our efforts especially in the building of our new homes, our efforts in continuing to look for the staff that we need to take care of these homes. Continue to bless all who volunteer here, all who make Misericordia possible by their generosity. Continue in a very special way to watch over our residents. Keep them safe and healthy as we continue to face the many illnesses that seem to abound around Chicago. We thank you for the blessings that were this past year, and we offer you our hopes and dreams for the coming year. And we offer this prayer now in your name, for you are our Lord forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Father Jack. And so, while we're thanking people, we'd like to thank all of the MFA members for all of the volunteer activity for the past year. It's been quite incredible, especially when you think about the monthly staff appreciation events. Lisa Masucci and John Butler, our membership chairs, have treated you to come out and volunteer to thank staff for taking such good care of our loved ones. And so we're thanking the MFA for all of the volunteer activity, for the appreciation events, for working in the bakery, the gift shop, the brunches, and on and on and on. Thank you so very much.
Speaking of appreciation, we'd like to thank the MFA for the fundraising efforts for staff bonuses. This year, to date, we've raised $202,000 to support our staff. This money will be used for bonuses for all of the staff, and we are so grateful to the many members of the MFA who participated. We'd also like to thank you for responding to the call to action that was sent by Misericordia 2 weeks ago. As a result of your efforts, a $12.5 million appropriation bill was passed by the Illinois State Senate, far short of the $56 million that was asked for, but no doubt there will be more action to come. Please watch your email for requests from administration.
And the last thing we'd like to mention is a great big welcome to new families. If we were actually together, we'd ask them to stand up right now, but we'll do that when we come together in April. But we'd like to note them today. And so we have 4 new residents in Macaulay. Jonathan, whose parents are Greg and Maura Brunk, Jemiah, whose parent is Brittany Simmons, Joel, whose parent is Crystal Cleveland, and Tyra, whose parent is Patricia Williams. In the village, we have Kara, a new resident, whose parent is Rita Januszewski, and in Rosemary home, we have Daniel, whose parent is Michael Florence. And so, to the parents and siblings, we'd like to welcome you to the Misericordia Family Association. This is your first meeting. We thank you for coming. We welcome you with big, wide open arms. You're now part of the greater Misericordia family.
We also encourage you to avail yourselves of the site rep meetings that are held periodically through the year. We know COVID has kind of put a damper on socialization here at Misericordia. However, the site rep meetings are one way that we've developed that can perhaps help bridge that gap till we can gather in person.
So this is called Kickoff Sunday for a reason, because in January is when we kick off our organizing activity for the MFA Benefit, the largest fundraiser that the MFA undertakes. And this year, the MFA Benefit will be very special because after 3 years of virtual fundraisers, we're actually going to get back together in person. It will happen in August, and we'll hear more about that from this presentation that's been put together by the MFA Benefit chairs, Sue Ziesmer and Deb Brashears.
Welcome back, everyone, and Happy New Year. We are very excited to tell you about this year's 2023 MFA Benefit plans for this August. I'm Sue Ziesmer, one of your co-chairs again this year. But no more virtual. The benefit will be live.
Hi, and I'm Deb Brashears, Sue's co-chair. We have a new venue this year, the beautiful Renaissance Schaumburg Hotel and Convention Center. The hotel is amazing, as you can see in these photos. It's beautiful inside and out. Our convention center is very easy to navigate too. We have free parking that's close to the entrance, and it has a covered drop-off area. If you prefer valet parking, that's available for a fee. This is where we're going to be August 27th, 2023. And we just want to say that it's been a gorgeous fall, very warm, but today is the day we decided to come and film.
And it's snowing.
And what can we guarantee them?
It will not be snowing on August 27th at 4 o'clock. When we want to see you here at the Renaissance for the MFA Benefit 2023. We'll go inside and show you around. This is the before. There's plenty of room for everyone. Invite your friends, your family, staff, everybody. Everyone's welcome, and it's going to be awesome.
Yes, and this room is where we are going to have cocktails ahead of time. And when the dinner is ready, the doors will open right over there, and we will walk into the dining room for the main event.
And Misericordia has talent. We have Dr. Mark and the Sutures are going to be playing, and we have Charlie, another talented Misericordia resident, is going to be playing the piano before and during cocktails. So bring your talents. We need your help to the MFA Benefit.
Save the date. Remember, August 27th, 4 to 9 p.m. It's a Sunday.
Arrive elder early and you can go have a cocktail. We'll show you that next. Here are a few hotel amenities that you can take advantage of if you choose. You can have lunch, cocktails, a Starbucks, or just relax in the lobby. So now that you've seen the layout, we'll go to the web page to see how we can make this benefit happen. The benefit web address is www.mfabenefit.org. Jim Caprero has done a fabulous job with the web page, and it's very easy to navigate. The Nash family is here to talk about sponsorship.
Hi, my name is Brian Nash and I live in a sharing apartment.
My name is Hansi Nash, and I live Maxwell Silla.
And today these are our parents, Connie and Rick Nash.
Thanks, Andy and Brian. Rick and I are the chairpersons for the sponsorship committee for this year's Misericordia Family Association benefit. As you all know, Misericordia needs to raise millions of dollars each year just to balance the budget, and the annual MFA benefit is one of the most important fundraisers. Recently, Father Jack Clare told us that the deficit between what the government pays and what it costs to run Misericordia is about $25 million per year. No one fundraiser can hope to make up that large of a deficit, but the MFA benefit is one of the most important fundraising events of the year. Every family is asked to help in some way, especially by taking out ads in the benefit ad book or by becoming an MFA benefit sponsor.
So this year, sponsorships for this year's benefit begin at $5,000 and go up from there. Last year we had over 50 families who were able to help out at one of the sponsorship levels. On the benefit website, there's an explanation and detail of each of the 6 sponsorship levels, from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000. Each of these sponsorship levels comes with special recognition as well as a sponsorship level full-page ad in the MFA Benefit ad book. But we all know that it's not the recognition or full-page ad that really matters. It's the love that all of us have for our family members who call Misericordia home. We also encourage, though, families to help us identify individuals and businesses who may be willing to help us by donating to the ad book or by becoming a corporate sponsor of this year's MFA benefit. If you're able to suggest a potential new sponsor, just contact Connie and me, and we will work with you to secure the sponsorship. Your family will receive full credit for any revenue generated by sponsors that you suggest. You can call us at 847-651-8718 or by email at sponsorship@m-f-a.org. Our deadline for the ad book and sponsorships is mid-April, but we encourage you to help us now to get things moving for 2023. Please help us make this year's MFA benefit the best and most successful ever.
Thank you, Nash family. We can't stress enough how important sponsorships are to our fundraiser. Please, everyone, do what you can to help us gain sponsors. Next, let's look at the ad book tab.
Here's the ad book. Please purchase an ad in the ad book. You know your resident and family members love seeing your photos and messages in this book, and the ad book generates a great deal of the profit, and we really need family and community support.
All instructions are in the ad book tab. You can purchase an ad online or print out the form and mail it to Misericordia. Remember to always put your MFA number on everything you send. We prefer that you buy an ad online, but we understand it's not always possible to do that. Thanks to Patty Ramirez, Kate and Elliot Kaufman, Mary Piemonte, Terry Norris. They are ready and willing to get going. So start looking for that great photo you want in the ad book.
The last tab we are rolling out today is the silent auction tab. Margaret Dillon and Tracy Platt have already listed a few items for us to underwrite. Right now, the silent auction is set up for underwriting only. If you are used to bringing in items for donation, like toys, wine, other gifts, these take place of that now. This is how you donate to the silent auction. Please keep checking the auction site for changes. It will be evolving and in time.
The way the silent auction works now is you see an item you'd like to donate to Misericordia on the site. You click on it and pay for it. That is a 100% tax deductible donation to Misericordia and will be credited to your MFA family number.
But we do have one item we are asking everyone to purchase and to bring to the April meeting for the Buy It Now table. We need you to buy $100 worth of gift cards in any increments. You can buy them at a discount at Costco or ask for donations from stores or restaurants. Put your MFA number on the envelope.
Please try to have the gift cards be universal and not too specific to your location. Things like restaurant chains, Target, Amazon, etc. Those are the best. You can start mailing these in now if you prefer. Just send them to Misericordia and label the envelope, attention, MFA. It's very important to label MFA. And again, don't forget your MFA number on everything you send.
Thanks everyone. We'll see you in April with more updates and news about the benefit and the website.
Next, we'd like to invite Tina Stendardo to talk to us a little bit about employment programs. Never mind, let me do that over.
Just start again.
Next, we'd like to invite Tina Stendardo, Vice President of Employment and Programs, to talk a little bit about programming for our residents. Tina?
Good morning. I'm here to talk about our day services programs. So the first division of our day services programs that I'd like to update you on is our Macaulay Day Programming. And so Macaulay DT Programming serves individuals that reside at Macaulay. Programming in Macaulay focuses on a wide range of activities, including communication and gardening and recycling, operating technology via switches, and art production. Residents also have the opportunity to socially engage in music therapy groups, yoga, sensory, adapted crafts, and games. This past year, residents in Macaulay were able to participate in the annual Artist and All, which was fantastic. And I know they are busy now creating artwork for the 2023 Artist and All, and also the second annual Macaulay Art Show. So during COVID, residents were receiving DT services in Macaulay. As COVID restrictions are lightening up, residents are able to return back to programs in the Conway building, which is fantastic. They're able to participate in art and technology and in science programs. So we're really looking forward to 2023 when we can really expand that program. The second division that I wanted to talk about was our Community Day Services program. So this division has been busy as well. Currently they have 73 residents competitively employed. 43% of residents in CDS have a community employment opportunity. They're working with local businesses to develop more. 24 participants volunteer at local sites, including River Trails, Temple Jeremiah, Wagner Farm, Cachette, to name a few. 5 sites are in development, including Heinen's Grocery, RPM Italian, AMC Theater, Amazon, just to name a few. Through this program, 109 individuals participated in Artist and All, which was fantastic. They continue to have a very vibrant Engage Chicago program where residents are able to access the community in meaningful ways. And in 2023, they're looking forward to launching the automated coffee business. So the third division of day services is our developmental training program. And these programs happen within Conway and they also happen within Holbrook. 2022 is about getting residents back safely into programs, and 2023 is all about adjusting and extending hours in those programs. And so this past year, those teams are busy developing a course catalog that they launched. It gets used during pre-staffings and staffings and shared with queues and families. They're also hosting open houses for staff on campus to come see some of the new offerings. They were able to get back to their community employment. They're working again at Loyola and Driscoll, Amina Grace, Cleason's, just to name a few. Residents, as they're coming back into Conway and Holbrook, are learning to independently to and from their residential areas, which has been great to see individuals walking on campus again. Residents have had the opportunity to participate in their horticultural program, either on campus in Greco Gardens or at local community gardens. They were able to facilitate over 65 community experiences, learning to meaningfully engage within the community. They continue to have a strong club wellness program. 107 of these residents participated in the Artist and All event, including working in the new Ravenswood Art Studio. They were able to host a market day sale, which is where the residents create products based on the reuse and recycle principles, and then those products get sold as staff, and that's always certainly a favorite. I know I talked about previously that we were working with other organizations to help develop this GRACE curriculum. It is ready to be launched in 2023, and that is to help our individuals successfully age on campus. And so 2022 was a very busy year for day services, and we're very much looking forward to 2023 where things can continue to prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Now we'd like to ask Chris Hegg-Krakenberger, Vice President of Residential Services, to talk to us a little bit about the residential reorganization. Chris?
Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about something other than COVID. We're going to take a few minutes to talk about the new organizational chart for residential services. Much has changed since we were last together in October, and while change is sometimes hard, it's also good. And so we look forward to the growth and change that we will be seeing over the next several months. As you know, one of the biggest challenges is recruiting and, more importantly, retaining good quality staff. In order to best support our staff at every level, we felt it was important to really look at capacity. And in doing that, we felt that our administrators, who we now refer to as our assistant vice presidents, were spread pretty thin. And as I moved into the VP role and Denise retired, there was certainly opportunity for movement, growth, and change. Highlighting some of the key changes at this time, some you're aware of and some are new. Ashley Hespin, who was previously the director for Rosemary Conley McGowan, has taken Denise's role as the assistant vice president of Macaulay. Working with her in the role of directors are Roma Bloomquist and Cynthia Primer. Val Friel continues in her role as the AVP of Marion Center. Working with her are Jessica Disbrow as the director, and she was previously a Q in the Marion Center, and Rachel Carr-Ozenbaugh as the assistant director. Carol Hawley has moved into the role of AVP for Shannon Apartments, with Lara Bernard supporting her in the associate director role. Joe Ferrara has long been an administrator or AVP for both the Village and Scylla departments. In anticipation of growth in the Scylla department and the addition of Besser to the Village department, we felt like this was a good time to split those two areas. Joe will remain with the Scylla department, and we will onboard a new AVP for Village. With my movement and Ashley's movement to Macaulay, we do have 2 additional AVP roles. We will have a dedicated AVP for Quinlan Terrace, knowing that the acuity level and needs of that department are pretty significant, and Megan DiCarlo continues in the director role there. Additionally, there will be an AVP for Mercy Glen, Rosemary Conley McGowan homes. Within those departments, Carlette Correa Winter continues as the director for Mercy Glen, and Megan Roach has moved into the role of director for McGowan Rosemary Conley homes. Megan had previously been in that department. For a while, she went to the Scyllas as the AM supervisor, and we're excited that she decided to come back. The assistant vice president openings were posted both internally and externally at the beginning of January. I'm excited to say there's been a tremendous amount of interest, and I really look forward to meeting with good potential candidates. I hope to have an update for you the next time we're together. Take care.
Now we would like to welcome Madeline Trejo, the new Vice President of Clinical Services at Misericordia. Madeline's going to tell us a little bit more about herself and her background. Madeline?
Hey everyone, my name is Madeline Trejo, and I am the new Vice President of Clinical Services here at Misericordia. I am a native Chicagoan. I was born and raised on the northwest side of Chicago. I'm excited to be here. The majority of my experience and my career has been in nursing, leadership, and management. So I am honored to have been accepted into this role. I've never felt more welcome in my first week of work, so I am super excited to continue to get to know our entire team, as well as our residents and our families. So thank you so much for having me.
Earlier, Chris talked to us about the major reorganization that's taking place. This is part of a strategic plan. This is Father Jack's vision for Misericordia, the vision that will take Misericordia into the next century, continuing to deliver its gold standard of care. Father Jack?
Hello everyone, welcome to our MFA meeting. I'd like to begin obviously on a personal note. I lost my sister last weekend and we buried her, and I'm so grateful to so many of you who were kind enough to show up here for the wake and the funeral and to send cards and so many kind greetings. It's a time like this where we appreciate one another and we realize how important our Misericordia family is to us. So on behalf of my own family, thank you so much for your kindness towards my sister Sheila. Since we were together last October, a number of things have happened. So we're proud to say we had the ball, which was a great event, and we're thankful to the foundation and the Women's Board for making all of that happen. The honorees had a great night, and it was a very successful night. That was followed by the Artist in All, and kudos to Julie and Lois who made that all happen, and all the people in their various staffs, to our art department who worked so hard to get all the paintings done. It really was a beautiful event down in the modern wing of the Art Institute. About those two events, I'm hopeful that we can get them back on track next year to be in the time slots that they were originally in, so that we can get back to the rhythm, the usual Misericordia rhythm, so we're not asking for too much at the same time. So we'll see what happens. We have to rely on other people for those things. The biggest thing I think that has happened is that we opened up the public areas of Misericordia for the holidays. And so we were delighted to welcome literally thousands of people here to Misericordia who have not been here all through the pandemic. And we're able to return. We scaled down the numbers a little bit. Obviously, people wore masks for different things. But overall in all, the events were great. Word first on our bakery. We did have to do some change of personnel up there, and that continues to go on. And that was hard to do right before Christmas. But we're so grateful. We kept sending out emails to all of you families, and so many of you stepped up and came here and volunteered. So we really got through the holiday season in the bakery with challenges. Not a perfect record, but we did very, very well. We only had a few that we had to send some gifts last week for. But overall, we had a great season in the bakery. So grateful to all the staff up in the bakery and to all the volunteers, countless volunteers who came through here, and all the residents who worked in their own area to keep them separate so they could keep working too. We also opened up to have our dinners and our shopping events and our brunches. Again, welcoming so many friends here to Misericordia. They were beautiful days. The volunteers under Paul's direction really stepped up and did a great job. The events were beautiful, and it was so nice to have people here again. It gave a feeling of some normalcy back to Misericordia, and that's of course what we're all looking for following the pandemic. Hopefully that will come in the housing areas before too long too, but we'll take it carefully there because we don't want to affect the health of our residents. The new year brings with us much hope. The new year started with us welcoming our VPs and our new VP, Madeline, to Misericordia. They have all moved over into the administration hallway in the main building, so we're delighted about that. The program seems to be working. We're getting our meeting schedule down, which is not always my favorite thing, but we're making it happen. And the foundation folks have all moved to the second floor above administration. So it's great. Lois is up there with all of her team, and so we can be found in either place. You know, things are going very well. We have continued taping the masses, which has been an issue. A number of parents have brought saying they would like to see the masses continue. I would like to see them continue if they're really for the residents. If they're not about the residents, it's an extra thing to do, which could be avoided. But it involves, you know, the filming and the getting it ready to go out on media and all of that. And it involves either Bart or my time to say the extra mass each week. So we'll figure that out. Hopefully we'll have an answer to that shortly. But really, we feel like 2023, I can't believe it's 2023, is off to a good start. It seemed like we just had the millennium. So I don't know where those 23 years went, but I'm hopeful and prayerful that we will have a good year ahead of us. As I mentioned at the beginning, we lost my sister Sheila. You know, those are hard losses. We've lost a few folks over this last few months, and we continue to pray for them and to be supportive of their families. So God bless you all. The MFA, we are so grateful to you. We look forward to your celebration, which will be in the summer. We'll try and get that at a better time the following year, but we were, again, being locked into places. It's all about venues and getting places. So it's such a challenge, but you're all so good and you all step right up. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I pray that 2023 fills you with much love and happiness and much health. So God bless you all and thank you.
Speaking of gold standards, someone who needs no introduction, Sister Rosemary Conley. Sister.
Blessed and Happy New Year, dear family and friends. I just want you to know I'm alive and well, living in one of the Shannon apartments. It is very warm and comfortable, and I have a bay window with a full view of our beautiful campus. Many days I am simply in awe of our campus and the lives we have built for our children and adults. My health is good, and my new position as chairperson of Misericordia's Foundation allows me to slow down but still be involved in sharing Misericordia's mission. With Lois at my side as executive director of the foundation, we continue to raise much needed funds to provide the same quality of life our residents have always known and so richly deserve. I am grateful to be able to continue in my life's work, to still be useful, and to be an active participant is so very important to me. The transition has been seamless. Father Jack has assembled a wonderful team who, along with Mary Pat and their executive team, share in our vision to provide exceptional care for our children and our adults. I'm surrounded by good people who are always there for me. I couldn't ask for more. I hope all of you, my good and loving family and friends, are as blessed. Now, as we bid farewell to 2022 and make our way into 2023, we are excited with the plans we have made and what lies ahead. How honored we are to know we walk this journey with you at our side. May God bless you, keep you healthy, happy, and safe. And may this new year be one of many blessings for all of us. Thank you.
We'd like to thank you all for attending today's meeting. Our next meeting will be on April 15th, and it will be an in-person meeting. We look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks so much.
And have a great Sunday.